Voila. And let's just try again. Suitcase, a frame, umbrella, a feather, and some mushrooms. That should be enough, I guess. Alright, I guess we're in the garden. Professor, this is Herbert Fink. You have sent me an invitation to your lab. Professor. Oh yeah, sorry about that. The intro cinematic kind of was bugged out. It was, I don't know, every time I start up the game, it's in a local language. And for some reason, it was on a total different language when I booted up the game and start recording. So I do apologize for the introduction not being on here. But it basically just told me that I was playing as Herbert Fink. And yeah, that's basically it. He was looking for a way to contact his professor friend. So I do apologize for that. But that's basically what the game is all about. At least to my understanding and what we've been told. So I got a parrot. I have a bag. A ball. A cactus and a telephone. What is happening? Oh no. What is going on here? Well, it looks like the light came on again. Got a cage, playing cards, an umbrella, a bell, and a cup. Conveniently stashed near each other. Alright, next location. Garden in the future. Oh no. What happened? The veranda, it has gotten old in seconds. As if... No, this is just my imagination. The veranda has always looked like this. Oh no. So, apparently we changed the reality into either the past or the future. Or whatever. Alarm clock. It looks like there's a cat in here somewhere. Alarm clock. It wasn't the exact same one I picked up before. Alright, so it wants me to go back into the road. I am having visions too often. I must be anxious before the meeting with the professor. Visions? Take a breath before the meeting. Alright, let's find a lizard. Some mushrooms, a bowling pin, a tarantula, and a dove. Oh, I just thought for a second it was made out of stone. Alright, we open up for the next location. Road top. Look at all the bunch on the ground here. Binoculars. A gear. Flashlight, candlestick, and a clockwork. Looks like the professor drops a bunch of stuff on the ground. Alright. Let's try one more time. Domino, playing card, magnifier, a knife, and a photo camera. I wonder if this is enough. Sure is. A facade. Apparently the long journey is giving me hallucinations. And here's the professor's house. The house looks abandoned. It's very strange. Sure is. Open the gate. Knock on the door. Nobody's answering. Take a look around the house. Alright. Got a ship's wheel. Barrel. A ladder. And a kettle and a horse. Alright. Let's try one more time. A shovel. A rope. A cactus. A lantern and a bird. And then we unlock for the next one. The backyard. Ooh la la. Inspect the backyard. Let's do that. We have some mushrooms, a dove, a clay pot, kerosene lamp, and a key. You found the key. Perhaps it will work on the front door. Let's try that. So we do have some kind of an inventory. But first we still need to find some more items. Let's start up by finding an axe. A book. An owl. A woodpecker and a raccoon. Looks like the key's still stashed up there. It's okay though. Alright, next location. The fence. Look at all the junk that you have here. He must be a really messy head. Alright, a ball, a flower. Got a globe. A bird. And a hammer. Well, so far the scenes are really easy compared to the Edgar Allan Poe version. But this one is also older than the other one. Facade. But I really like the art style and the graphics. I do know that some places they might look grainy and stuff, but I really find the atmosphere, or the drawings and the colors, makes the atmosphere more lifelike, you know. Like you're standing there yourself. And it really fits with the theme. So, really good job. Got a rope, a barrel, ship's wheel, horse, and a vase. Use the key to open the door. I will do that. Alright, so the door is open. We can go inside. Alright, so we're in the house. The living room. I've always known that great scientists are extremely untidy, but not to this extent. Professor Lewis? Professor, are you here? Well, I'm not in shock that he finds this entire room in disarray. Look at this. Let's find a hat, a kettlebell, the umbrella, a robe, and a clock. There's nothing in the room. Let's inspect the table. Let's do that. But not without finding some more stuff. Alright, we got a butterfly, a spider, an electric fan, a clock, and a phone. I'm speeding through the game. Look at me go. Alright, so I guess we can zoom in on the table now. It looks like he hasn't been around for quite a time. The flowers and stuff are withered. But he forgot to turn off his lights, I think. Unless I turn them on. Glasses, alarm clock, an inkwell, compass, and a toy car. You found a note. Take it. February 18, 1913. Scientific community is waiting for a breakthrough. But I still have nothing to show them. I need a fresh look. The young scientist. Ah, I wonder if he's talking about me. Alright, let's take a look at the table one more time. So we're starting off by finding a butterfly. A candlestick. A dice. Ah, it's because they're black. Alright, one more time. Got the dice. Butterfly, alarm clock. Glasses and an oak leaf. Alright. And we still need to do something here. Let's try silhouettes for a change. Got a stapler. And a spring. A decanter of some sort. Snail house. Alright, next one. The kitchen. Where has the professor gone? It seems that he has not lived in for ages. And what is this? The door to the basement is closed. Perhaps the professor is there. I have to find the key. How can he lock himself out of the door? And misplace the key somewhere? Unless he was locked in. Inspect the kitchen. Look at this. The artwork is actually quite stunning. Look at all this details here. Alright, let's find a kettle. A hat. Frying pan. A pumpkin and a basket. There's nothing in the kitchen. Let's inspect the other rooms. Alright, let's find some onions. Scissor. A propeller blade. A cup. And dice greens. Dried greens. Alrighty. Let's try one more time. Coffee beans. A radio. Scales. Copper mug. And a pumpkin. I really like how they made some old style vintage items. Just fitting for the game. I really like it. Alright, one more round in the kitchen. A trumpet. Oh, it's right here. Chess piece. A spool of thread. I can't seem to find that one. Spool of thread. Ah, it's right here. Propeller blade and alarm clock. Alright. Got ourselves a new location. The bathroom. Yum yum. Alright, inspect the bathroom. Looks like you got a telephone in the bathroom. Bottle. A starfish, a paper boat, and a bow tie. I can't see myself in the mirror reflection. Another note? Take it. November 1st, 1913. Just a few months ago, I was facing an intellectual impasse. But being joined by my young assistant have changed everything. The young man is picking up details where I could not find a solution for years. And these details are giving impetus to my research. I wonder who he's talking about. Alright, back to the living room. The professor often mentioned his assistant in his notes. Maybe he has done something to him? I hope not. Find information about the assistant professor. Alright. We need a spyglass, a bear, a ball, an umbrella, and a rope. The speed. Inspect the table. Alright, back into the table. Inspect the table to find information. Alright, let's do that. Butterfly. Got a pen. A seashell. a cassette, and a purse. Look at this giant key there. Found another note. August 30, 1912. The research has been successful. The study of quantum mechanics has made it possible to create a machine capable of moving an object into a supposition state. This state is difficult for an ordinary person to understand, but if the initial test is successful, why does it disappear? I'm not clicking anything. Well, it looks like they got a breakthrough in portal transportation, maybe. Alright, let's go up to the attic. The professor has mentioned some kind of specific work in his letter. Perhaps this has become the cause of his disappearance. All that is left to do is inspect the attic. Perhaps I will find some answers there about the professor's mysterious assistant. Alright, let's find some information in the attic. Got a doll. An hourglass. A hammer. Some rope. An umbrella. And some keys. So I found a key to the basement. Let's search the attic one more time. An axe, globe, teddy bear, a phone, and a hat. Voila. And one more time. A teddy bear, a tricycle, a hammer, tennis racket, and a candlestick. A candlestick. Doesn't look like there's any information up here either. Alright. Boxes. A wall clock, scissors, a book, teapot, and spyglass. Looks like there's a stack of letters there. Alright, one more time. Combination pliers. A vase. That was a chess piece. Glasses. And an iron. Come in, we are open. Alright, let's check some boxes again. Domino. A chess piece. Got a hat. A vase. And a beetle. And when we made it out into the cellar, the basement looks tidier than the rest of the house. Perhaps the professor is here? You never know. Look around to find traces of the professor. Well, this basement looks much more clean and in order than all the other rooms. Alright, we got a globe, a helmet, an oil lamp, a suitcase, and a crown. You found a secret door in the basement. Go inside. Ah, a secret door. Who doesn't love secrets? But first we need to find some more items. Let's start up by finding a heart.